Talking about electrical, where to place your lighting, where to place your switches. We're in one of the properties that we're currently renovating here and getting set to complete in the next couple of months. So this has been probably one of the biggest learning curves that we've had. And, when you get your layout done on your property, you start looking at like what you're going to do here. Like once you get your walls in, where you're going to place your light switches, where you want your pendant lighting, where you want your pot lamps. So I'm going to start at the front entry here. What you basically want to do is obviously your exterior lighting, your entryway lighting, but you also want to be able to turn on and make it functional for the room lighting. One of the things that we caught here, it was pretty minor. We ended up going up with a different door opening, and on the plans here, you can see that the door would be opening up in here, and there's your light switches. So that's going to be something that's going to be getting changed out here. That's pretty minor, but it's something that you really want to make sure that you're paying attention to. And as well, we're talking about the light switches here. From here, you're going to have your switches that will open up for a hallway light, and then you've got your kitchen lighting here. So these are things to definitely be considering. One of the things, if we're looking into the living room here, that I would highly stress, not a lot of people think about it, but putting a electrical outlet into the floor, figuring out where your living room configuration of your furniture is going to go, I think is very important. But we like the idea of the electrical outlet in the floor because then if you're charging your computer or your phone, or you need some sort of source, you're not running it from the wall and cords are running all over the place. Here you can see is going to be the dining room. One of the things to consider is, the type of lighting that you're going to use, and also the size of table that you're going to have. So, obviously if you're building the house and you already know what your furniture is, that's quite important to have. What we've elected to do here is put in 4 pot lamps as well as pendant lighting, and fairly well placed, so it should be able to fit most dining room tables. Coming into the kitchen area here, you can see the French doors leading out. What we've elected to do here, we sure like pot lamps, so we've done a couple combinations here. We've put pot lamps in along where all the kitchen cabinets would be, as well as we have pendant lighting, which is going to go above the island here. And so we've got that combination, as well as where above the kitchen sink is going to be. We're putting in an individual light there. So different light sources, different 3-way switches to have, really important that I feel. So, and then if we're looking into the hallway here, it's going to be pretty standard to have a light switch that's going to be right at the front, as well as at the end of the hallway there. In what would be the second and third bedrooms, we've elected to put 4 pot lamps in each of the rooms there. And then coming into the primary bedroom, something that we like the idea of is putting in 4 pot lamps, as well as pendant lighting on each side of the bedroom. And then in the primary bedroom, again, pot lamps in there, pot lamps into the shower, as well as wall sconces. So, the house is fairly well lit, has very good exposure for both natural and true sunlight. But we have elected that to make sure that we have adequate lighting during the nighttime. And then for walking downstairs, definitely a consideration as things are getting a little bit darker. Just move that. Come down the stairs. So we're going to have a pendant lighting at the top and the bottom of the stairs there. We're going to have light switches both here and at the top. And then as well with the light switches, we're going to have a light switch that goes from the bottom of the stairs and one at the hallway there. This area to the left of me here is a rec area where a pool table, foosball, ping pong, children's play area can be. We're putting separate switches there for the pot lamps. And then if you come over here, again, we're doing separate lighting. This will be the entertainment area. We're going to put a row of separate switch lighting there, as well as separate switch for pot lamps. And then if you look behind me, you can see that, well, it's framing, but there's a space for the bar, so that's going to have independent source of lighting as well. And then other things to consider too is, as you come in, down the hallway here, again, not much to talk about other than coming into the bathroom here. You do need to consider, if you are putting in a sauna, that, on a size like this, it may just require a 15 amp outlet. And definitely important to know where that plug-in needs to be, so that not just the rough in, but it's easy to have it installed. So that's kind of my take on things to really be aware of. When thinking about your electrical layout, there's a lot of steps involved in making sure that the flow of the house is not only functional but really enjoyable for years to come. As an agent, I can share with you that the amount of dysfunctional houses, for everything from layout to lighting to light switches, has never made sense to me. So it's definitely something that requires consideration, as does the entire project on what you're going through. So if you would like to know more, continue to watch some of the series that we're doing, and we're going to be doing tile selection very shortly here, and then we're going to be talking about cabinet selection. There's such a difference in cost on terms of everything from the type of light switches that you use to the type of cabinetry to the flooring. The list goes on. So if you are thinking about taking on a process or on a project like this, definitely consider that it takes a well thought out process and a great contractor to work with. Chris Malashewski, enjoy the rest of your week. Cheers.